Oh, y'all, it is Teeth. Good day, good afternoon, good evening. Hope all are well. Hope all are safe. So, really quickly, I've noticed that, you know how on social media, every now and again, you'll click on a video, or all the time, you'll click on a video, and there's a guy in a dress or a guy impersonating himself as a woman. Like, oh, okay, this would be him as a man and him as a woman. And for a while, I've been seeing it, but I feel like now it's more of an uptick now because I guess the gist of the story is you if you're a dude or if you're a man, you won't really be funny unless you have an address. And like I say, I see it so much. I probably literally only have seen and actually laughed at maybe 3 men in dresses, and that's including Medea or Tyler Perry. You know, so and it's probably 2 other homosexuals that are on social media that's funny. But at this point, it's not funny. So like I say, it's more of a mockery now than funny, because it's kind of like, do you really have to be getting? My thing is, true comedy comes from, it comes from within, and it comes naturally. So like I say, if I'm a comedian, I'm here to make you laugh. Me as a true comedian versus someone who's just trying to make you laugh so I can get social media hits, I would naturally be funny. Like I say, any story that I tell will be funny. Just the way that I show up, perhaps even the way I dress will have some sense of humor to it. But it's kind of like, if you have to literally go out of character to be funny, like pretty much you gotta be a dude to go dress in a dress or dress as a woman to be funny, or to turn out to not be funny, then it's kind of like the props are that just basically that's a dead giveaway that you're not funny in the first place. And literally at this point, it's not funny anymore. I mean, it never was funny, because literally, like I say, out of all of my days, I only literally laughed at maybe 3 men in dresses, and like I said, Medea and perhaps 2 other homosexuals on social media that actually were funny in dress. Perhaps because they were so homosexual. But anyway, yeah, it's not, yeah. It's something about, when it's done over and over, like when it's something where you're overdoing something, it's just not funny anymore. Maybe it was funny, like I say, maybe when Tyler Perry did it, it was funny, but it's not funny at all these days, only because there's just too many men in dresses, and then on top of that, you're not even funny. So it's kind of like, if that's your definition of comedy, or if that's what I would say, just lose the dress and just retire before you even start, because it's not even worth it to even take that path as far as a career. Because like I said, if you, your friend, and your dad, if y'all dressing in drag as quote unquote comedy, then it just wouldn't look right with every guy that you know in a dress in the name of comedy. Also too, that's no different than the men in dresses, the men who dress up in dresses to be sex offenders. How am I supposed to know the sex offenders and the perverts? When they're all the men have on, all the comedians have on dresses. Yeah, so it's just getting a little weird. When things is over and over, you do it over and over, it becomes weird. It goes from being funny to just weird. If I just keep doing the same old joke, you're like, after a while, you're like, okay, what is wrong with this lady? You'll keep doing the same clown joke, Even if it was funny, you just laugh. And every time I see you, I do the same thing. After a while, you're like, all right, can you please shut the F up? Or can you please sit the F down, So it's kind of, yeah, it'll become weird after a while. Yeah, so for who's there still hope for? Like perhaps no one has gotten their hands on you? Like as far as the men in dresses? Like I say, right now, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's looking bad for men right now, but it's not looking good either. Cause like I say, while men feel like you have time to wear dresses and impersonate women, there's a woman impersonating you. You got a whole woman with a do-rag on playing father to your children, so it's kind of like things are looking very strange out here from the outside looking in. If you just open your eyes to the outside world, it just doesn't look right. One person that said they seen a bull dagger, so you got a regular woman like the baby's mama, quote unquote, and then I guess her companion was like a bull dagger or a woman in man outfit, but she had a bunch of children. So I guess the baby, quote unquote, baby mama had a bunch of children, perhaps by 12 different men. But she had a bunch of children, and the quote unquote dad in the relationship was a bull dragger. Yeah, so it just doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. You go outside and you'll see a gal on gal with a bunch of children. The man is nowhere to be found, but when you do see him, you'll see him on social media with his bussy out. You know, and that's another thing too. Like I say, you wearing dresses too. That opens opens up your damn Pandora box. And I can tell you right now, from the outside looking in, I can promise you, it would not be worth getting the rubber band busted in your rectum. I can tell you that right now. It wouldn't be worth it. And that's to say the least. I mean, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. At the end of the day, that is what it's about. Literally, like I say, if a man's wearing a dress, that means, hey, I'm the woman. I'm the woman in a relationship. Even if it's as a joke. Now, you get a real man or a real wolf to come around, he's gonna be sniffing under your skirt. So it's kind of like, everybody don't take that as a joke. They take it as an invitation. Just saying, well, I'm gonna bust a sag, or I'm gonna sag my pants, and you think that means thug life. No, but somebody else that means love life. You know, so it's kind of like, yeah, take the sign down if you don't wanna. Be safe.